Good morning, good morning. Oh gosh, the camera's out of focus. Camera's back in focus. Yesterday, what a debacle. Yesterday, my power went out, and then it tried to come back on. Then it just kept going out like every 10 minutes for about the entire morning. The entire morning yesterday, we just power on, power off. So, we're back. The power's working today, hopefully. Cross my fingers. We're live on the YouTube. Here we go. All right, all right. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, you know what to do. It's free to like. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right, all right. Whew. It's getting warmed up here. Taking a look at the charts right now. We had numbers come out at 8:30, making the market go to the moon from the 82s up there to the 07s. This is the 1 minute chart. You can see that massive move this morning. Numbers from the 82s up there to the 06s. Let's go. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. So the market making a big move up this morning. Looking at the different time frames to find out what we can look for in terms of resistance. Well, guess what? We got a pivot point at the 08s right now. So we have a pivot point pretty much right there at that 08 level. So pivot point right here, right where we got stuck at. And then we have a couple things to look at here. We've got another pivot point at the 21s. So another pivot point up here at the 21s. We got a pivot point down there at the 76s. That's kind of like the overnight low. So pivot point there, 76 low. We got the previous day high right there at this level at the 03s. So pretty much like right through there, previous day high, and then the previous day low. So we broke out of this, I'd say right now we broke out of that channel between yesterday's channel, the end of day there. From that 03 level down there to the 71s, and right now at the 04s. So we'll see what happens once this market opens up. If we get some continuation of this trend higher, or do we go back down from here? We'll find out. Right now the dollar selling off, but kind of finding some support on the dollar, and this is kind of what we're looking at. So I would say if we look at the hourly chart, we can see that we broke out of that channel that we were talking about. Pretty much this channel right here. We need to get out of there. We're going to go higher, obviously. But if you look here on the hourly chart, there's this big, massive red candle right here from the 50s down there to the 10s. So I think there's always the possibility of finding some love here. And if you look at the daily chart, we're kind of trying to push back up over yesterday's little bounce back. So we got this big red candle right there that's from Tuesday. Yesterday, some consolidation, kind of building this channel right there. But now if we can get going over that 4,000 level, there's pretty much not much, I wouldn't say a ton of daily resistance until we get up there to the 60s again, 4,060 area. So we'll see what happens. The best part about this is all we got to do is just wait for the market to open up here, and we'll find out. We don't need to predict the future. We just need to wait for the right action. So there's a Fed Vice Chair Barr speaking at 10 o'clock today. So we'll see how that plays out. 10 o'clock news. And then not much really else going on the rest of the day. So we'll find out. And then for Friday, we got non-farm payroll. We got non-farm payrolls on Friday, numbers coming out at 8:30 tomorrow. And then after that, not really much. Yeah, not much going on after that. So we got the non-farm payroll numbers tomorrow, and then another day that Not much after that. So that's the plan. We'll see what happens. Like I said, just waiting for the market to open up here. Right now on the book map, we can see kind of what's going on here in terms of support, resistance. Turn the, make sure I turn on my iceberg orders here. Huh. Where'd it go? There we go. Iceberg orders. All right, now we're up. The icebergs are on the chart. We got our iceberg seller there at the 06s right now. So let's see what happens here. We got 5 minutes till the market opens up. Just kind of waiting for the market to open here. What I would like to see is basically we want to, I would say we want to kind of stay out of this channel from yesterday. Might get a little bit of a pullback there. On the 15-minute chart, there's a fair value gap at the 88s right now. But you can see we're kind of riding that top of that channel right there. We'll see what happens. There's a little fair value gap at the 4,000s on the 1-minute chart. So market basically, I think the market just made a big move from the 82s up there to the 4,000s. Now we basically need, you know, a pullback, a retest. That retest, I think, you know, on the hourly chart puts us down to like the 95s into this level here. So we'll find out. Don't go chasing waterfalls, my friends. Don't go chasing waterfalls. We've seen these numbers come out like this before, and we've seen the market just sell, sell, sell afterwards. So patience will be the story, like always. You know how we do. We wait for the patience. We got that pivot point on the SPY at the 422 level. We got a pivot point at the 398.41. We're above the VWAP pretty much everywhere. And we'll see kind of what happens. Right now, the MACD crossing bearish. And like I said, we just need to pull back. Get a pullback maybe to that 95 level. And then see what happens from there. There's like that 98, 95 level. That was the high from yeah, 98 was the high. Kind of from the overnight, I think. Yeah. All right. Another day, another dollar, baby. Let's go. If you guys haven't hit that like button, I haven't even looked at the likes, but we better have 500. Only 250. Come on. Let's go. The pivot points that I'm using are standard pivot points. Standard pivot points there. Not the Fibonacci's. I've kind of used both Fibonacci and the standard, and I've found they both are pretty similar. There's a little bit of a difference, but in general, pretty similar there. So we got 2 minutes till the market opens. Oh gosh. Got the echo, echo, echo. Using the trading view charts, yes. Also, we will be doing the giveaway this Friday for the year of Lux Algo. So if you entered yesterday, don't worry. Today, you're good to go. But if you have not entered yet, make sure you enter today. We're doing the giveaway tomorrow. Doing the giveaway tomorrow is a link there in the chat box for 1 year of Lux Algo for one lucky person. One lucky person gets to win Lux Algo for a year. Just go and pop your email into that form, and then we'll do the giveaway on Friday. Here we go. Market open up in 45 seconds. The settings for my Lux Algo are pretty much just the standard settings here. Nothing too crazy. This is the price action thingy-majiggy. There's a video on my channel talking about all the settings as well. So if you want to learn more about the Lux Algo price action concepts, there's a link down below. There's some more videos on my channel as well. So the roosters are crowing. The roosters are crowing. I'm the Chinese zodiac. I'm a dragon, baby. Fucking dragon. Can't stop, won't stop. Here we go. Market is open for business. Like I said, we need to get a bit of a pullback here. We don't want to get long at the top. Don't want to be buying at the freaking top of the day. So let's just be patient and see what happens here at open. If we get a little pullback kind of into that 95 level, we'll find out here. That 21 EMA right there at the 99s, but we need a little bit more deeper pullback here. I'd say 96s would be ideal. Right now the market chopping around here at the 4,000s. We got that pivot point at the 4,008 level. 4,008 pivot. Was looking for a little bit more of a pullback here. You know how it goes sometimes. Sometimes the market just goes straight up even when you want it to pull back. So let's just be patient here. I'm still thinking we get this pullback, but right now 4,000 is trying to hold up there, but looking a little scary right now. On the book map right now, we're sitting there 4,000s, buyers kind of chopping around here at the 4,000s. Up above us, there's liquidity at the 10s. Right now, holding there at the 4,000 level, huh? Would have liked a little bit more pullback before this. If this thing goes to the highs, it's definitely not going to chase it. Definitely not going to chase that up there, but we'll see. Right now, just being patient. We're bouncing there off the 4,000 level, but like I said, we need more of a pullback here. There is a fair value gap on the 5-minute chart there at the 4,000s, but I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough of a pullback. We need more. We need to really like hit that 95 level here. 95 level. And I guess there is a Fed vice chair talking at 10 a.m. as well, so we'll see how that affects the market today. So market pulling back right now. Below that 4,000 level, right there at the 4,000s. Need more pullback. More pullback, please. Right now, the MACD is still bearish. We're bouncing off that 21 EMA, but still not convinced that we've had enough pullback just yet. We need more pullback. More pullback here. Don't go chasing waterfalls, my friends. And back up there, the 03s again. Huh. We bounced right off that 21 EMA, but I just don't love it for a long right here. But like I said, even though I don't love it, doesn't mean the market can't go higher here. Why 95? I mean, 95 puts us kind of into this area where we had some consolidation here earlier. So that would be kind of where I'd like to get pulled back. But We kind of bounced off that 98. 95 would have been just a little bit better of a pullback there. So it looks like we're going to push up here again, test that pivot point at the 08s there. Pivot point at the 08 again. Jason, you didn't miss anything, my friend. I mean, anybody who's worried right now, they're FOMO, they're like, oh, I can't believe I missed out on this move. I mean, it could have easily went lower. So I would not stress the fact that you've missed out on this move right here from the 08, from the 4000s up there to the 08s. Sometimes it's better to miss the move than to try to jump in and get screwed. Obviously now in hindsight, sitting here, you're like, oh, I should have bought the 98s. It looks that easy in hindsight. So we know that pivot point's right there at the 08 25s, so we'll see what happens. 08 right now, 25s acting as support. The next pivot point up there at the 21s. Next pivot point up there at the 21.75s. I mean, at this point, I'm still just kind of waiting. I'll tell you one thing about trading, my friends. Being patient. Sometimes it's the hardest skill to master, especially on this type of move right here, because you're sitting there with the FOMO and you're like, fuck, should I jump in now? I just missed out this whole move, and then you end up jumping in and it just crashes back down. So there's gonna be a good move to come. Don't worry, there will be more moves to come. Right now we're just not getting that setup that we're looking for. If we would have pulled back here to the 95 level and then kind of got that breakout, I would have been a lot more excited, because we would have got down here, kind of consolidated, and then got that push up. But you can see already we're having trouble there at the 08s, that pivot point once again. And right now, like I said, if you were buying up there at the 08, 09, 010 level after FOMOing into it, now you're getting stopped out. So just still being patient, waiting and watching. I think there's a Fed member speaking at 10 o'clock. There's a Fed member, Fed vice chair speaking. Still looking for a pullback here. Now, if we pull back here to the 4,000 level and we turn that 4,000 level into support, maybe possibly that's the area to look for a long. But right now, I'm just not convinced. Right now, pulling back into that fair value gap there on the 1 minute chart at the 06s. Possibly from here, try to push above that 10 level, but There's a bunch of liquidity stacked up there right now on the book map here, 09 and the 10 level there. So getting stuck there at 10s. The SPY holding that 400 area, loving that 400 level on the SPY. So possibly getting a breakout over this 10 level right there. There's that breakout. Need to get a quicker push than that. You can see all these little breakouts just kind of getting denied there. So that 10 level is the pivot point. 4,010 pivot right there. And there's that pullback. Once again, pulling back here. This is exactly what we were worried about happening. We didn't want to chase that top for this exact reason here. The SPY is right at that 423 pivot, 400.23 pivot right there on the SPY right now. Wouldn't mind if we get a pullback, that VWAP on the SPY bounce there. See what happens at this 03 level next. MACD still bearish. No positions. No positions, still waiting. Like I said, there's not really any reason to chase this thing right now. On the hourly chart, we got a pivot there at the 09s we're getting stuck at. So the 09 pivot on the hourly, the 08 pivot on the 15-minute chart. Just waiting and watching. No positions. Like I said, not doing anything right here. Just waiting and watching right now to see what happens here at this level. Trying to bounce around here. Possibly looking for a long here off the 08s again, kind of 08, 07 level here. Let's see what happens. Just want this price action to be convincing. I want it to be convincing that we're going to be able to push through that pivot point there. We need this to kind of break out over that 0850 level. Show strength there, pushing through the... We got stuck pretty much right there, 0850s again. So we need to break through 0850 and then get this move up there towards the 12s quickly. As long as we can hold that 05s right now, to push up there to the 08s or higher. I mean, through the 08s here. On the book map right now, there's that 10 seller and 12 seller up there. Needs to make a move here. Through that 08 level and push up there and try to get that, take out that 11, that double kind of top there at the 11s. Right now, the SPY holding that pivot point there at the 420s. Ah. See if we get this breakout over the 11s here. Right now, trying to push up there. Trying to get this breakout right here, long from the 08s, like I said. And see if we can't get up there to that 12 next. Got to push through 11s right here. Stop to basically break even right now at 75, right there at the 08s. Need a breakthrough here if we're going to break it. Or we get stopped. Trying to get through the 11s there. Can we go to the 12s next? Tap in on that 1175-12 area right now on the book map here. But trying to get that fill here at 1275. Stop at break even. Need this to explode. To push, baby, push. Tapping that 1175 area multiple times here. Moving my stop to guarantee I can't lose more than, I'm going to lock in $500. So I'm moving my stop to the 09s. Beautiful. Got that push up there to the 12s. We got filled. Can we go through the 12s next? We got that 14 level next. I'm going to move my stop up here to guarantee that I lock in at least $500 at the 1175s in that last three contracts. I'm looking for the push above 14 right now. There's that break of 14. Beautiful. $1,500. Like I said, buy in there at the 08s. From the 08s up there to the 15s now. Doing it all live right here on YouTube. Up there to 16, still going, baby. We might go all the way to the 20s. I'm trying to be more, I'm trying to lock in the profit as we go, just a little bit better than I have in the past. A lot of times in the past, I end up being up 10 handles and then I end up getting stopped out break even. And yeah, there's that push all the way through here. We're still going, like I said. So basically what I was looking at here for an entry for a long, we talked about that 08 level. So the high on this candle right here was 0775. And then the high on these two candles was 0850. So once we pushed above that 0850 area, we got long there for this breakout over the highs there. So basically getting long once you broke above these two candles right there. We had a little bit of a pullback, and there's that move up there to the 16. So almost 8 handles from that entry. But that's what I was looking for. We kind of held that little area there before we bounced off there. Once we kind of bounced off that 04 level from earlier, that was why I was thinking, okay, if we can push over the 0850s here, then we get that move up there to the 16s. If you look on the 3-minute chart, we held that 25 EMA beautifully earlier, and then we hit that 80 EMA again, and we're still going. Look at it, to the 17s now. This is always what happens. This is always what happens. Anytime I take profit early, the market just keeps going fucking higher. If I don't take profit, Then the market pulls back, stops me out, and then it goes higher. So I can't win. It's always a battle. Like yesterday, I wasn't taking profit when I was up, 5-6 handles. Today, perfect example of just fucking look at it, just let it ride. So you gotta love it. It's a battle. That's why trading is such a battle. Because sometimes you're like, you take profit early and the market just goes higher. Sometimes you take profit early, the market goes lower. Sometimes you wait for that big move and then you don't take profit and then the market crashes down and you get stopped out. So what happened yesterday? My power went out. You should know your exit before you enter a trade. Oh, that's fucking mind-blowing epiphany. Wow. Sometimes the chat really has fucking some mind-blowing ideas. You should know where your target is before you enter. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Up there to the 1850s now. So if you're still long from the 08s, like I said, from that 08 breakout, there's that move all the way up there to the 18s, 10 handles. Wowzers. Still just climbing right now, climbing. I made $1,500 on it, but look at this fucking move so far. Just keeps going. This is, like I said, this is one of those days where I'm like taking my 5 handles, I'm happy about it, and then bam, it goes 10 handles. So story of my life. You can see the entries there at the 08s, 0825, and then up there now to the 19s. It's going all the way to that pivot. It's just going straight to that fucking pivot. God damn it. Story of my life. I was trying to think about what I could do better there on that trade. I was kind of trailing my stop up. I probably could have just trailed my stop up a little bit more, but I probably would have got stopped out there at like 14 either way. So it is what it is. I mean, we knew that pivot was there. We knew that pivot was there at the 20s. 2175 pivot. That 401.53 pivot on the SPY acting as resistance right now. Cheryl Trades making some money. Let's go. Rhonda, what's the next move? Guys, I don't know what the future holds. All I know is I trade what I see. Abyss said to get long when we at the top. In his defense, I think it did go up a little bit. But either way, I'm pretty happy with that 08 breakout. We had it all lined up. We had the Lux Algo indicator showing us the trend there on the 1-minute chart. Beautiful little dotted line, dots, and there's that move up there. So now we just kind of, I think, be patient. There's a Fed vice chairman speaking at 10 a.m. here today. So we'll see what happens then. But we got that push up to that pivot point. We bounced pretty much perfectly off that 08 pivot. We had an 08 pivot there on the ES, pretty much right there. And then that was that beautiful move up there to the 20s. So everything played out exactly like we were looking for. There's that pullback. I'm not so like, obviously I can sit here and talk about it and cry about it all I want, but at the end of the day, we still locked in $1,500. And that's the one thing I gotta keep reminding myself. It's like, Patrick, there's gonna be days where you're not gonna sell at the top, you're not gonna buy the bottom, but you're still making money, right? Like making $1,500 there on that trade. We talked about it all live on the YouTube. I'm happy with that. We did what we needed to do. We showed up this morning, we did our job, we got the money. We secured the bag. So now we just be patient, wait for the next beautiful setup here, and then we'll be rocking and rolling once we get there. But this morning, those pivot points definitely playing into playing into the action. You can see here on the 15-minute chart that pivot point at the 21, that pivot point at the 08. So we had a pivot point earlier there at the 90s as well. You can see we blew right through there. We got up there that 08 level turning into support there for a second, and then trying to push up there to the 21. So if you don't have these pivot points on your chart, guys, you got to get these pivot points. At least have one of your charts having these pivot points, because they are so important. People always ask me, like, what pivot point do I use? I talk about this literally all the time. Just go on TradingView. You type in pivot points, pivot points. Pivot points standard is the one that I use. It'll be a different color. I changed my color to white just so you can do it yourself, but that's the setup there. 15-minute chart, the opening candle right there, the break to the upside all the way up there to the 21s. And there we go. Those numbers came out this morning from the 83s up there to the 20s. Like I said earlier, we're doing a giveaway, Lux Algo giveaway. If you guys want to learn more about the Lux Algo giveaway, all you need to do is just sign up with your email. There's a link there in the chat box. This is 1 year of Lux Algo, 1 year of a monthly subscription. So it's like $800 that I'm giving out basically. So I talked to Lux Algo. I was like, hey, look, I want to give away a Lux Algo subscription to one of my viewers on YouTube. So that's what we did. They actually were like, do you really want to do a giveaway? Isn't the giveaway going to stop people from wanting to buy it? And I was like, no, the giveaway is going to get my fans, get my people even more excited. So right now we're just waiting and watching for this next setup, my friends. Right now, pulling back here to the 80 EMA. One thing that I will tell you is when we get these big moves up like that, that 21 EMA is always going to be the better pullback area. That 21 EMA is 100% the better pullback area. Right now, that 80 EMA, I don't always trust it. It does bounce. You know, you do get those bounces, but that 21 is really where you want to be looking at when you're getting these pullbacks there. So I teach all this stuff, talk about all my indicators and all that fun stuff. I do it in the Market Flow Trader community in the course. So there's a link down there below in the chat box. You want to learn more. You can't figure out where to start at. You don't know what indicators to use. You don't know the time frames. You don't understand futures. You want to start trading futures. Well, check out the Market Flow Trader community. There's a link there down below. Right now, the market pullback here are the 12s. So I would love to see kind of a pullback here again, maybe in that 08 level. Actually, we pull back in that 08 level, test that lower channel right there, and then we'll see what happens. So this is kind of exactly what we're looking for, that pullback. Right now the dollar starting to pop up here. Also got some big news coming out too with the Market Flow Trader community. We're gonna have a new mindset coach. I'll do a video talking about it, but basically kind of just try to figure out, how can I get better? How can I be a better day trader? And sometimes you just got to go and you got to talk to other people about it. So I'm actually gonna do some videos here on YouTube working with the mindset coach and kind of going through my own personal journey of becoming the best possible day trader that I can be. So we'll see what happens. It's gonna get real vulnerable. Tell all my deep, dark secrets. The biggest thing for me right now is just getting to a point where I can just be taking profit consistently, right? And that's my big problem, I would say, with my trading right now, is I'm just not taking profit consistently. Like yesterday, I had probably, I don't know what, 4 or 5 trades yesterday where I was up, 5, 6 handles, maybe 10 handles on a trade, and the trade came right back down, stopped me out for break even. And the problem is, like, you can't have 5 or 6 trades in a row where you're up 5 points or more and you get stopped out break even. Like, that's just not what you need to be doing. And that's what happened to me yesterday. I just could not fucking take profit. I think the problem is, the biggest issue I would say, the more and more you start day trading, the longer that you day trade, like, I think this is actually an issue. The longer that you day trade, the better that you get to a point where you're just like, you see these levels and you're like, oh, the market's going to go to this level, right? Like it's going to go to that level. And then you end up, you know, you're like committed to that market moving to a certain level. And when the market doesn't go to that level perfectly, like this is a great example, right? Like this is a really good example right here. So let's say I got long there at the 08s and I knew that pivot point was at the 21s. So let's say I got long down here. I'm long at the 08s. And I'm setting my target. I'm gonna take profit at 21.75, right at that pivot point. And you can see the high was what, 19.75. So, you know, I would have been up 10 handles here, 10 handles on this trade, but instead, you know, I was so like just focused on hitting that target at the 21.75. Well, guess what? Now it's like, oh, well, maybe I would have gotten fucking stopped out here for a much smaller profit when I should have taken profit on that move there. So that's one thing that I'm really working on right now, is just making sure that if I'm in a trade and I'm in a winning trade, that I'm capitalizing off that I'm not letting a winning trade, you know, just go from being up $2,000 to then getting out for break even. It's not a way that I want to be trading. And I've noticed that I have been doing that. You know, I think a lot of it's has to do with ego. It's definitely an ego thing, right? Like your ego is like, oh, I'm gonna prove to everybody that I know what I'm doing. And I obviously, like, I'm live on YouTube, you know, 2,000 people are watching me, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, guys, I'm telling you, it's gonna go to the pivot. It's gonna go to the pivot point. It's gonna go to the pivot point. And then when it doesn't go to the pivot point, it pulls back, stops me out for break even. So that's one thing I gotta make sure that I'm like, you don't have to be right, Patrick. That's the thing, is like being right. It doesn't matter if you're right, doesn't matter if you're wrong trading. All that matters is your P&L at the end of the day, right? Like you could be wrong over and over trading, but still make money. That's the best part about it. Like you can literally be wrong trading, but still make money. And then you can also be right about trading and lose money. Think about that. Like you can literally be right about it, but still lose. So that doesn't really matter if you're right or you're wrong. What matters is you're taking the setups, you're taking the strategy, and you're locking in that profit. That's my words of wisdom for today for you guys. Hopefully, if you're going through the same thing that I'm going through, you relate to it, and you can find some knowledge or some peace of the fact that, hey, I'm even going through that same problem. You know, if I look at my overall breakdown, I mean, it's like I'm very consistent at getting good entries. I think my entries are on point. It's just making sure that I'm taking profit when I need to take profit. So right now, kind of interesting setup here. Maybe if we get back above 15s, we push that 20s again. This little pullback here, but kind of getting that little push up there to the 20s again. I don't know if I would take it, me personally. That's only a 5-point move up. For a possible move up, you know, you gotta think like, okay, that's maybe 5 points from the 15s to the 20s here. So Roland said that he noticed that he sets a target and that he can't close because of fear about being wrong, about thinking that I was wrong. He's got a fear of being wrong, of thinking about being wrong. That's the best part about trading. Trading is the most mental fuckery thing in the world. Like that's literally, you gotta think about it. Like trading is one of the most mentally intense job. I think, you know, at the end of the day, like what other job can you show up to? Can you work all day long? You can do everything you're supposed to do. You follow all the rules. You do everything. You do all your work for the day, and you can still lose money. What other job out there gives you that opportunity? Best job in the world, baby. Right now, trying to push up there again through the 15s. Like I said, there's that move possible up there to the 20s next, but I just don't love, I don't know, I just don't love this right now, even though it might go higher to the 20s. Watch on the book map here, kind of showing it wants to go to that 20 level again here, but just not in love with it. We just only bounced off that 80 EMA there. Like I said, I would love to have seen that 21 get touched. MACD kind of chopping around here. Dollar selling off. I would say that the one thing you can do if you're having any type of fear with trading, let's say you're fearful you're going to lose, you're fearful you're not going to, whatever the fear is, the best thing to do to overcome the fear is to size down, right? To go trade the micros, trade one micro contract. I mean, hell, there's the nanos now, but I wouldn't go to the nano. I mean, you can literally trade one micro contract, trade very small size, and work through that fear. So that's one thing. If you're, you know, like if you find yourself kind of having fear of getting into a trade, things like that, you can just size down, my friends. Go to a smaller size. Don't trade the minis, trade the micros, trade one contract. Get to a point where you're like consistently taking trades with one contract, and you can take 3 contracts. It's all about size. The biggest hurdle for most traders with the fear of losing comes down to the size. If the first thing you do when you enter a trade, the moment that you enter, you start becoming nervous, you start freaking out, and you're like, if you start sweating the moment that you get into a trade, then your size is wrong, right? Like your size is very wrong at that point. So I mean, the downside of trading one contract is no partials, sure, but like if you're afraid to enter a trade, it doesn't really matter about partials at that point. I'm just talking about people that have fear of entering. Or if you enter a trade and you end up getting out too quickly every time, it's probably something to do with your sizing. And still pushing up here to the 18s now. Like I said, it looks like it wants to go to that 20 area, but just not loving that move from the 15 to the 20s there. It's not enough upside potential for me. Having that pivot point there at the 21s. If we get over that 21 pivot, we got another pivot up there at the 40s possible. But right now, just being patient. Need more of a pullback here. If you guys want to learn more about Lux Algo, the indicator on the chart right here, there's a link in the description. You get 30% off with the code PAT30. And like I said, we're doing a giveaway this Friday. You have to sign up today to get a chance to win. Link in the chat box. It's free to enter. You're going to give away 1 year of Lux Algo indicator suite. Oh, I'm happy I did not jump into this thing. Daddy's happy. Daddy's happy right now. See, this is also very, very great to see. Not great to see, but it's nice to see, like when you don't have a good feeling, when you don't feel good about a trade, and you're like, not that you should trade with your feelings, but when your gut intuition tells you to not take a trade, and then this happens, makes me feel a lot better. Funny, the dollar's crashing. This means I think the Fed's speaking here. We're pulling back that 10 level again. We got that pivot down there at the 0875s. Do I have any friends or family that treat me differently since I found success in trading? Probably not. I think most people don't even know what I do, to be honest. I don't really think people actually think I make money. That's the best part about it. They're just like, oh, he's a YouTuber, he must be broke. So I like it that way, actually. I don't feel like I have anybody hit me up for money, that's for sure. They're like, you trade future contracts? Oh, you can't make any money doing that. The inner circle trader, do people come to you? Have you ever had any of your fans come to you, like try to find you in real life to like to meet you. I feel like of all the YouTubers out there in the FinTwit world, that the Inner Circle Trader, his followers, there are some gnarly followers out there. Some of my interactions with him have been very interesting, but I feel like for the Inner Circle Trader, he would have to like literally he would need bodyguards. Need bodyguards to keep all the fans away. Yeah, do not show up to a YouTuber's house. Like, that's the weirdest thing you could do. And like I said the other day, like I've never really had anybody I actually haven't had anyone do anything too creepy. Like I feel like my subscribers are almost like afraid of me. That's the best part about it. I feel like my subscribers are afraid of me, that they like if they saw me in real life, they wouldn't ask me a question because they would literally probably be like, oh fuck, he's gonna yell at me. Like I feel like that's kind of the vibe I put out. It's funny because in the Market Flow Trader community, we did like a review, or we asked some of the, you know, community members like what was some of their takebacks, or, you know, what they thought about the community, their thoughts. And multiple people said that they were afraid to ask me questions. So I feel like I got that going for me. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. I don't know. But it is funny because people literally wrote saying that they were afraid to ask questions because I would yell at them. So I feel like that's very similar even in real life. Like if someone saw me at the gas station, they'd probably be like, oh fuck, there's Patrick. Don't even look at him. Don't look at him. He's gonna yell at me. I wouldn't. I'm pretty nice. I've actually, as funny as it sounds, I have signed a few autographs before. Kind of interesting. One time I signed an autograph on this kid's helmet. This kid wanted an autograph on his like skateboarding helmet, wakeboarding helmet, and I had all he had was like a magic marker, like a Sharpie, and I went to sign my name and I kind of messed it up, and I wasn't really thinking, so I took I literally like spit on my hand for a second and then like try to rub the ink off, but it was permanent. So at this point now I just made like a massive smudge on his helmet. It looked terrible. So I literally went and bought the kid a new helmet. Luckily we were like at a wakeboarding park. So I went and bought the kid a new helmet because I was embarrassed at how bad my signature was with me spitting on his helmet and then trying to clean it up. I didn't make a mistake writing my own name. I was not happy with the signature. So I was like, I had to fix the signature, and then when I went to fix it, it was permanent. So you can't, you know, spit does not clean off permanent marker. Sometimes people think that I'm Jamie O'Brien. That's kind of funny. Two white people. If you're a white guy on the North Shore, you look like Jamie O'Brien pretty much. People literally like, oh, are you Jamie O'Brien? No, it's not me. I know I'm white, but I'm not that guy. I'm another YouTuber. The funny thing is, where I live at, it would be very interesting to know the actual stats, because on the North Shore of Oahu, I would say you got Jamie O'Brien. He's got 1 million followers, 1 million subscribers. You've got Koa Rothman's got a YouTube channel. You've got Nathan Florence YouTube channel. You've got Kimmy Swimmy. I mean, there's literally like, I don't know, at least 10 YouTubers on the North Shore that all have over 100,000 subscribers. Easy. Maybe some million. Got some million subscribers. I just like that at least little old Patrick Wieland's up there in the running. Up there in the running, baby. Almost 200,000 subscribers. If you guys haven't already hit that subscribe button, you know what to do. Let's go. Right now the market pulling back here. This is I'm so happy that we did not try to chase this. This is exact, like I just, whew, take a breath, you know? Take a clap for ourselves. Good job, Patrick, good job, Patrick. Gotta reward ourselves sometimes, you know? I'm so happy that I did not chase this. I was thinking like, oh, maybe if we pop over 15, we go to the 20s, but the risk to reward just was not there for me. You know, 5 points to that, or maybe 6 points up to that pivot point, and then that idea of pulling back just was not looking hot for me. So right now we're pulling back here at the 21. We got the MACD looking bearish. Everything kind of just looking for a pullback here. It's funny because the dollar right now, the dollar is selling off. The ES is selling off. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens there. What are my thoughts about Ricky's economic event related videos? I haven't seen them, to be honest. I have not seen them. Sounds terrible. Anything that Ricky does is terrible, so. Is there a correlation between the Russell and the ES? Yeah, I would say in general, all the markets are correlated. I mean, is Ricky literally making videos about, like, what does he even make videos about anymore? Fucking his private jet. Ricky. He's a private jet seller now. Oh god, yeah. No, it's his shit is literally just clickbait. It's all it is. Like literally just clickbait. Look at this. It's just like, let's make a report, let's make a video and just tell everybody nothing. But don't worry guys, they're doing the giveaway. This right here proves that this bullshit is such bullshit. You could enter to win this GTR or $50,000. $50,000 in cash if you just buy some of his terrible merchandise. Just do it guys, buy into it now. Buy. He's got 1.1 million subscribers. Oh, there's another man. Fuck me. I hate my life. But literally, it's all these videos are just nothing but clickbait. It's nothing but clickbait. The funny part is he's getting 12,000 views with 1 million subscribers. Just proves how people really don't give a fuck. And here I am, giving a fuck. I mean, I'm subscribed to Trades by Matt. He's over here on the left. So I click the button on the left. I'm a subscriber of Trades by Matt. I subscribe to my competition. I gotta see what my competition's doing. Let's see what Matt's doing today. How's Matt doing? Right now he's down $380 on the day. Let's go see. I think I'm banned on there. Top of the morning. I don't know. I think I'm banned on there. I don't think anyone sees me. I don't know. He's not responding. Market pulling back here to the 4,000s again. Woohoo, baby. Good, like I said, good thing we were not trying to buy up there at the 15s. Did not like it. Did not like it there. So yeah, my competition's down $300 on the day. I'm up $1,500 on the day. I guess I can't complain, you know? Can't complain, Patrick. Got one good trade so far today. No losers. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Where's the NWOG at? Let me see. I think there's an indicator for that now, right? This one. I want to see where this NWOG's at. There's an NWOG. Is this the new day right there? Is this what that one is? Oh, why does it got to go all the way to the left? That's the NDOG there, that 98 level. I should do an interview with the Inner Circle Trader. Is he still watching? Inner Circle Trader, are you still watching? I want to do an interview. You did an interview with Corbs. I'm kind of sad that you did the first interview with Corbs. I thought I would be a much better interviewer. Right now, bouncing off that low down there at the 98s. That was at 9:30. We hit that low down there, 98 level right now. Yeah, the NWOG that I'm seeing, the new week opening gap, it's showing up at the 50s there right now. www.nwog. NDOG. So right now, just kind of waiting to see. Right now, we're in this downward trend. There's no reason to get long until we start to move back up here. Interesting level to see what happens. We got the couple things kind of going on with this level down here at the 98s. NWOGs. Yeah, I got the previous ones set up there. Previous NWOG. OWWWGGGG. Oh, I gotta extend them. We got some NWWWGs. Bum, 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 bum. I think it's that dotted line there. So many lines, so little time. Sometimes I think these order block thingies on here are just, I don't really like, I don't know. What do you guys think? You think those order block? I think the order blocks are just like too much sometimes. But you can see how that order block right now is holding there at this 4,000 level. Took it away for now. Maybe just only use the swing order blocks. The internal order blocks just get too much sometimes. Is Lux Algo profitable so far? I don't know. I think so. What do you think about the NWOG and the NDOG and the NWOG indicator? ICT. I know you've really been talking a lot about the NWOG, NDOG, the NDOG, the NWOG. The order block indicator that I'm using is the Lux Algo indicator. Right now, bouncing off of that 98 level there. Well, right now, the indicator is plotting. There's a NW, what is that? NWOG. Why has it got to go so far to the right? Why? I believe that's the NWOG right there. Fuck me, it's going all the way that way. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. So right now, just waiting, being patient, looking for the next opportunity. The dollar going back up, then the ES going back up. Kind of funny. Funny that we, the dollar is popping back up and the ES is both popping back up. What does that mean? Constant trader, consistent trader. I appreciate you asking questions, but I see you keep asking the same question over and over. But what do I think about a bias? I mean, I don't know. Just it comes down to I try to not trade with a bias, to be honest, so try to just trade what's ever in front of me. Trying to trade whatever's in front of me, not trying to worry about what the bias is. That trend line on the Lux Algo indicator showing that dotted blue trend line acting as resistance there, getting denied. So this is the 3-minute chart. Kind of go through all the different time frames, look at different ideas of where the price could be going. We know we have that support there at the 98s right now. On the 15-minute chart, we're right there at that previous day high, or at least, yeah, previous day high right there at the 03s right now. And then looks like there's the 0703 NDOG right now, back above that previous day high there at the 03s right now. So this is the 15-minute chart. We can see what's going on. We got that fair value gap down there at the 88 still. On the hourly chart, just kind of pulling back here, hitting that low, hitting that top there. We still got that fair value gap on the hourly chart being respected there. 93, the middle of that fair value gap there. And we'll see what happens here. Ba-dum. And back to the 1-minute chart right now. The dollar trying to break out of that downward trend right now. I've been having a lot more luck lately. I wouldn't say luck, but I'm having a lot more consistency. The more that I focus on the 15-minute chart, the more consistent I feel like I'm getting. I think no matter what, like if you're gonna enter a trade, you really got to make sure you're looking at the bigger time frames. Because sometimes, you know, if you're too zoomed in, like if you're sitting here at the 1-minute chart and you're just like, you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I'm gonna short here, or I'm gonna buy, you know, like if you're too zoomed in and all you're looking at is just like that really small time frame and you're just so focused on the price action, it can really, you end up like kind of doing the opposite of what the trend's doing, or you do the opposite of what the overall, you know, bigger time frames are doing. So I think it's really important to make sure that you're looking at multiple time frames before entering in a trade, right? You really want to make sure that you're getting, you know, as much info as possible. Like this is the 1-minute chart. Okay, we got the 3-minute chart. Okay, we see that we're still kind of moving lower until we get above the 05s. We're still just kind of trending lower here on the 3-minute chart. And then if we look at the 15-minute chart, I mean, basically we want to start, I would say we want to start every trade out. You want to start the trade out at the 15-minute chart, right? Like if we're looking here at the 15-minute chart, we're like, okay, right now we're holding here at the 99s. We see there's a high, that 07 here on the 15-minute chart. So let's say I'm trying to get long here. If I'm trying to get long, what I want to do, I want to basically look at the 15-minute chart. I see this overall trend to the downside. Okay, perfect. So let's just get rid of that for now. Let's draw this line right here. So I'm going to draw that line on the chart there. And then I'm going to go to a smaller time frame. So now we'll go to the 3-minute time frame. I can see, okay, yeah, we're respecting that. We got some resistance here at the 05s. Then we push up here again, hit that trend line possible. And if we go to the 1-minute chart, we can see even more. Okay, look, we're holding right now at the 02, 03 level. We got this kind of like sideways movement. We're kind of breaking out of this downward trend right now, but we still got this overall, you know, bigger trend there on the 15-minute chart here. So not sure why that line's so weird looking, but basically like that for now. So I think it's just really good to kind of, before every trade you enter, you want to just zoom out, take a look at the bigger picture, see what's going on, and then make your trade plan. Kind of big picture, zoom out, then start zooming in smaller and smaller time frames. to if I had to explain my model, what you seek to trade on, in a sentence of two, what would it be best explained as? I would say in two sentences, my strategy is basically looking for pullback, looking for breakdowns. You know, earlier we were looking for, I think that's pretty much the easiest way to explain it. We're looking for momentum, breakdowns, and that's all it is. You know, momentum here this morning, we went to the upside all the way up there to the 17s. We pushed, momentum is on our side, we're squeezing. You know, the way I look at it is if we can get back above. So basically, you think about it, if two candles in a row are acting as a resistance, right? But the overall trend is what? Pointing up. So here's our resistance on these two candles on this pullback. We know if we get above that 08 level, well, then we can get that next kind of breakout. We got 1, 2, 3, you know, 4 candles kind of testing that 08 level there. So I would say at the end of the day, yeah, my strategy is just basically trading momentum. You know, same thing for the break to the downside here, like on this right here. Although I didn't trade it, you know, we're looking for momentum, and then pretty much like the first candle to kind of break to the downside here. You kind of putting in higher lows, and then you're looking like this, like, oh, there's that sell. So I think that's the best way to explain it. Right now, the market trying to push it back up here. We saw earlier on the bigger time frames that resistance, but right now, if we look again, I would say on the 15-minute chart, we basically just want to get back above that 08s again. We get back above 08s here, and then we could try to push up there towards that 20 one more time. Kind of setting up here on the 3-minute chart. So let's see what happens at the 08s again. If we push over 08, on the book map right now, we got that 05, kind of just sitting there, 07. So pretty much at this point, like I said, over that 08 level, we look for a longy dongy above the 08s. Do I think having an audience made me a better day trader? I think it definitely made me have to figure out more. I would say definitely gives you added pressure to make sure you're doing what you need to do every day. So we got this fair value gap right there at the 10s. That 08.25 level is the pivot point. So if we get above that pivot point there at the 08s, I think then you're looking for that next move up there, the 21s here. Basically over the 08 level here, and then try to push up there towards that 20s. Right now they're 08.50. There's that push. So kind of looking, see if we get a little bit of a pullback here. Inner Circle Traders coming to Hawaii. All right, all right. Well, if I'm here in September, we can definitely hang out. All right, so right now we're pushing up here to the 10s through that 08 level. We got that pivot point there at the 10, not pivot point, the fair value gap there at the 10. So if we get through that 10 level here, we're above the pivots on the SPY, that 422s. And right now looking to see if we can't get that move back up there towards the 20s from here now. Right now pushing up. I'm currently long from the 09s. Like I said, we were getting that breakout over the 08s. So that's what I was looking for right there. And looking to see if I get that move up the 14s for 5 handles here. We might get it right here, right now. Come on, let me get that 14 push. I like to just take me nice and easy 5 handles to the upside here. A little bit of a slowdown right here. Kind of thinking 13, 14 here. If we get through 13, 14, you definitely get to that 20 level next. So possibly pull back again, test that 808 here. Let's see. The roosters are crowing. They won't stop. They can't stop. Market's still trying to push up here. We get that 14 push and then try to get that possibly up there to the 20s next. Over the 15 level, go to the 20s, I think. So right now, trying to get that breakout over the 1250s. Momentum on our side right now for the bulls. The SPY pushing up there, holding that pivot point on the SPY, that 422 level. And then after that, the 401.53 level was resistance earlier. So if we can get pushing through here, we'll push up there to the 14 and that push up there to the 16, 17, 18. And then you got that 20s up there. So it's looking a little overextended here. Just needs to either go straight up, more boner candles, or we get a little bit of a pullback here. Let's see what happens. Trying to push through the 14s right now. We got to go straight up. Need a boner candle to get through that 14 level. On the book map right now, we got that 14 level sitting there, or 1475. So over 1475, we'll get that break over 15s here. Looking beautiful. Right now, long. I actually added to this position. See if we can break through 14s here. And then you got another sell up there at the 16s. So basically long from the 10s here. And see if we can't get this breakout over 14s next. Got my stop at the break even. Trying to get through 13, 14s. 13 sitting there. We got to get through 13, 14. Let's go. Push it, push it, push it, push it real good. She's trying to go through 14s here. Put my other order right there at 1425. Just because there's a bunch of sellers sitting there 1475 here. So if we get filled 14s, 13, 13, 14. Trying to get filled here 14. Getting filled 1. Got one contract, one thing left. And I might just market order out here at the 13s. I'm going to market order out right there. I think we might get more of a pullback than I wanted. So we got filled right there at the 14s. And there's that pullback. So locking in more profit here. Beautiful. On the day right now, we're up $2,500. $2,500 on the day. That's 2 trades now. 2 trades that we talked about in depth. People always say I don't tell you when to buy and sell, but I think we had a pretty good idea there of what to do. That breakout over the 05, and then I was looking for that 08 breakout. We got that 08 breakout right there. Through the 08s up there to the 14 level. Took my profit. I still think we have potential to move through the 14s. It might just maybe another little pullback here. So, still looking squeezy. Little squeezy McSqueezersons. The dollar selling off. The ES trying to push through the 13s. If we get over 13, we should be able to get that breakout over the 14, 15 area here. They're pulling away some liquidity here. See if we get back over 13s. right now. Trying to get that push through the 14, 15 level. And then try to push up there. I think from here, you're looking for 20s or higher. Just got to get through 15s. On the book map right now, that seller there at the 15s. Point of control here at the 13s. Just wanting to go. Got the MACD finally getting crossed bullish here. Once again, got denied there at the 14s. Maybe get a little bit of a pullback here to that 08 level again. Five-minute chart pulled up here. Oh, wrong time frame. 5 minutes. Does it show the 10 o'clock, 10:10 fair value gap? Well, it shows that one right there at 10:30. The roosters are crowing. If we break out over 15 here, I think we'll go to the 20s. So just watching right now to see if we can break out over that 14.25 level. That 10:10, yeah, this, well, I guess it probably would. It might have showed up there, but now once it was invalidated, I guess they took it off. So now we basically just need to get that breakout over the 14.25 and then try to squeeze up there to the 20s next. You got that trend here, 24 possible. You got that pivot point at the 21s. One more energy drink down, baby. I drank the wrong one today, I think. Fuck. So I have two different energy drinks. I got the one that I drink when I go work out, and then I have one that I drink when I'm on the computer. One's for your brain and one's for your muscles. I drank the wrong one. Fuck. It was too early this morning when I got in the fridge. I wonder why I felt so jittery. The other one's not as crazy. Oh, you gotta love it. Can we get that push over that 14, 15 level? We get over that 15 level, we go to the 20s next. So on the book map right now, big seller there at the 15s. Through that 15 level, you're looking for that push up there, that pivot point 21. Gonna start doing some push-ups here. Market getting tighter and tighter right here. Looking for this breakout over that 14.25. And there she goes, trying to break out here. Got that 15 sitting there still on the book map. Through that 15 level, we should be able to get to the 20s next. So let's make it happen, bulls. Let's make it happen, bulls. Take out that, need a boner candle right through the 15s. Boner candle through the 15s here. Sitting there at the 14, 15 level. Basically need to hold. This needs to hold kind of here and then get that continuation. Yeah, I made the balls a little smaller on bookmap. We can make it bigger for you, don't worry. Made the balls bigger for you, don't worry. They're back. Just trying to eat through here. 15 level. They're holding 14, 13s. Look for this breakout over 15 strong. Get that breakout over 15s, go to the 20s here. Definitely looking like it wants to go. Just sitting there right now at that 14 level. Getting tighter and tighter here on the 1 minute chart. Need the dollar. Need the dollar to start crashing down here. Get a boner candle right through that 15s. The boner candle indicator right now is just pinging. Just ding 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 ding. Just sitting there pinging right now. Very possible boner breakout. The boner candle breakout here. Let's see. Through that 15 level next. Getting tighter and tighter on the 1 minute chart. Got that fair value gap down there at the 10. So long as we can stay above this 10 level, I would say we're bullish now at this point. So just kind of watching this level right here, 08 to the 10 level, needing to hold support. And then we get that push through the 15s next. The COB on the book map, COB on the book map is the current order book. The SVP is the session volume profile. Beautiful candle right there, trying to push through the 15s now. All right. We need a boner, baby. We need that boner candle. They're sitting right there at the 15s. One boner candle, he's gone. One boner candle, that 15's gone, baby. There's nothing scarier than being a short and then worrying about a boner candle. You just don't want it to happen. You do not want to get caught off guard. You don't want to get caught off guard when just boom, boner candle right to the face. Protect yourself at all times, my friends. Still holding that level, like I said, that 09 to 10 level. As long as we can hold that, we're going to stay bullish here. And look for this breakout over the 15s next. Ryan's short from the 1475s. Uh-oh. Somebody wants to get a boner candle. Somebody wants a boner candle. I'm praying for you, Ryan. I'm praying for you. Oh, you're short from the 1375s. Well, you're definitely going to get a boner candle to the upside now. Market trying to push through here again. I think if we break out over 15s, I don't see how we don't go to the 20s. All this build up right here. Just building up price action right here at the 14, 15 level. Showing strength, trying to get through that big seller there on the book map right now. We get through that 15s, we go to the fucking 20s. You can see he's actually pulling out some of that liquidity right now. That 15 seller getting a little scared right now. And we'll see if we squeeze through here. He's getting tested here, getting tested, testing, 1, 2. There's that 15 gone now. Come on, we need a boner candle to the upside here. Boner candle to the upside. I guess Ryan said he's got his stop at the 1675s. The battle is real. Will the boner candle take out Ryan's stop? 1675. I'm not sure I would have shorted here at this level. I just don't know if that was the right play there, Ryan. Not trying to hate, but I don't know if I'd want to be short here. Just don't think I was the short for me. Definitely looking much more like a long here on the 3-minute chart. As long as I said, as long as we hold above this level, that more of a long opportunity. So we pushed up there almost to 16, got stuck. Come on. It wants to go. 15-minute chart still looking good here for that push. You're looking at like that push up here to the 20s. Bunch of liquidity just came in again on the book map here. Trying to hold this baby down. Need that dollar. The dollar's right at the top of that trend line for that downward trend. So the dollar needs to retreat here. We need that retreat for the dollar to retreat. Retreat, dollar, retreat. Dollar moving up here. ES moving down. And see what happens here at the 10s. Will we hold? Ah. Still holding it at 10 level. Can we hold that fair value gap on that 1 minute, on the 3-minute chart here? Little trap above the 15s. And on the book map, you can see that liquidity, that support right there at the 10s. To that 08 level down there. Yeah, the dollar just spiked up there, so that's why we're pulling back right now. The dollar gets denied again. We'll see what happens. Still respecting that fair value gap right now on the 3-minute chart. The dollar can get stuck here. Just need the dollar to get stuck. Right now, the dollar, we're rallying up here. On the 5-minute chart, you got that fair value gap down at the 08s, 0850 area. Why do I talk about the dollar? Yeah, I mean, the dollar, if the dollar is showing strength and the ES is showing weakness, it'll play into each other. I'm watching the dollar on TradingView, DXY on TradingView. Got a iceberg seller right now there at the 11s. The dollar is bulling out right now. Bowling out. That's the hard part. You never know. You know, you don't know if the dollar is going to go up, it's going to go down, and then you got the ES over here pulling back into this 08 level now. Let's see what happens there. That 5-minute fair value gap right there in the middle would be 08.75. A dollar ripping up right now. And there's that move down to the 08s. Congrats to Ryan. You got a nice little short there. Problem is the dollar just going straight up right now, so the ES pulling back there. And like I said, dollar just going straight up. There's the crash on the ES now. Hey, I mean, I just didn't see, I didn't think it was a short up there at that level, but it's great to see somebody else saw that there was a short. Nice work. And right now, pulling back here below the 21. I mean, I get it. Everybody in the fucking, you know, everybody in the chat was right. I get it. Everybody's right after the fact, so it is what it is. Everybody, I told you so. I told you so. Oh, God, here we go. Everybody's fucking right. Everybody in the chat's always right. It's not fucking karma. Get the fuck out. This guy, this is karma. What do you, what? Y'all gotta remember, not every, there's a reason that every trade, it's not a fucking 100% strategy, right? You know, you're gonna have trades that don't work out. The trade was valid. It was 100% a valid long opportunity off of that fucking 12 area. So I love when people like love to give me shit. Like, oh, you were wrong. Like, okay, you win. I'm right. You're wrong. I'm wrong. You're right. They're like, again, it doesn't fucking matter, guys. At the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter who's right. It doesn't matter who's wrong. It matters about what your fucking P&L is. And right now I'm green on the day, so I'll take my $2,000 and just walk on out the door and talk about how wrong I was. And the market back down there to the 04s right now. That's that previous day high here. We're going members only. The chat just getting full of the clowns today. Got this fair value. You know what's funny is that fair value gap. Look at that, how that fair value gap formed right between that level right there. Kind of funny. We drew this out earlier. That level right there. So now that's turning into a fair value gap. So for a short opportunity, you're looking for a push back up into that, get denied, and then a move down here on the 5-minute chart, that 08 level acting as a fair value gap there. Below the VWAP on the SPY. I see that. Now kind of looking to see what happens if we sell through this 03 level, get down there to the 98s again. Kind of liking this for a short here to test that 98 level again. Dollar still bulling out. Losing that support there at the 03s now. If we sell through here, get down there to that 98 level again. But maybe get a little pushback up into that fair value gap one more time. And then get that break to the downside here. The SPY below the VWAP, below the pivot points on the SPY. So the SPY gave up that pivot point. That 422 level on the SPY here. So looking here at the 5-minute chart right now, kind of interesting to see kind of why we got denied where we got denied. If we look at these candlesticks, that little pop above that 15 level, definitely on the 5-minute chart, looking like a reversal candle there at that point once we close. So I think this would have been a better short entry, trying to get short here, not trying to get short here, obviously, but there's that break down now. And looking to see if we get through this 03 level strong down there to the 98s next. There we go, through the 01s. Got that 4,000 support down there right now on the book map. Getting this to dump right here. Let's go. Through the 4,000s, we move down there 98 again. Obviously. Obviously. On the book map right now, a bunch of sellers trying to come in here to keep this down. That 02 seller sitting there. Trying to get this crack below 4,000 strong and then get down there to the 98s again. Some volatility here at the 01s right now. touching 400, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000 touching, 4,000 touching here, 4,000 touching, 4,000. We get a triple bottom here at the 4,000s. Dollar having some trouble. The 4,000s right now acting as support there. Just need to get below that 4,000 level, hit that 98 down there. 99, yeah, 90, 98.75 level there. And looking for 4,000 to break through here. Currently short, looking for this move through the 4,000s. Just holding up there right now at the 4,000s here. Once again, tapping 4,000s, tapping 4,000s. Looking for, I'll take 98.75. Try to get filled at that, or even, yeah, take 99s. 99s here. Good possibility to sell through right here. Just keep tapping that 4,000 level here on the 5-minute chart there. We break to the downside here. Break to the downside. There's that 99.75. Can we go all the way 99s? Got my fill. Trying to get my fill right there at 99s. Come on. Give it to me. Give me that 99. Give me 99s. 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 Oh, baby. Just keeps bouncing around right there. Get that 99 fill. Right here, right now. Come on. There's nobody even there. I was the only one trying to buy 99s. What the fuck? Looking at the book map, there was literally nobody even sitting there at 99s. Except for me. There we go. Getting filled. Finally, 99 fill there. Down there with the 98. So a little $1,800 trade there. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, we had that support at that level, so I definitely did not think we were going to just go straight down, but they definitely were looking like they wanted to get below that 4,000 area. There's a big iceberg buyer there right at that level popping up there. So I took profit there at the 99s. Jason, can you want to start a Discord using my likeness and my name? I don't know. Do you really need that? This is basically the Discord. People can come here to the live stream and and hang out and talk to their friends. After hours, I don't know, maybe. I guess, I mean, you could always start a Discord. And there we go. The low so far on that little candle was 97.75. I got my fill there at 99s. So now looking to see kind of what happens if we get back above that 03 level again. The 398.41 pivot on the SPY down there. Right now we're like in between. We basically got the middle of that pivot point error right to the middle between 400 and 401.53 pivot earlier. And there's that pushback up now. Market hitting a lot of liquidity when we push back up above that 4,000 level. Look at all that liquidity coming in there. Conscious investing. How are you long from the 96s? The low was only 97. How did you get filled at 96? We haven't even hit 96 since, yeah, since 9:30 this morning. Not even then. We haven't been at 96 since 8 o'clock this morning. How are you long from 96? What are you doing? What kind of, how do you buy below the bottom? I want to know that guy. Market trying to push back up here now. We've kind of got like a triple bottom down here at the 4,000s looking like. See if we can get a push back up to like the 06, 010, maybe 08 level again. Kind of up into that 08 level there would be kind of interesting to play into here. Roosters are crowing. On the 5-minute chart right now, you can see how we've basically held that bottom down there. Now the $1 million question, can we get back up into this fair value gap there on the 5-minute chart? Bunch of liquidity popping up there right now at the 02s. We got that previous day high basically at the 03s there. The dollar coming back down. Wow. Liquidity just kind of clearing out there now at the 02. It came back in. They cleared out liquidity for a second and then brought it back in there at the 0275s. You see they're messing with that liquidity there. They're messing with the liquidity. Is get through the 03s here, and then you got the 05, and then try to push up there to the 08s next. Need more liquidity here, need more volume, more action, more bubbles. Bubble, 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 bubble. Oh, man. Gotta get through those bubble, bubble, bubbles. Bubble, bubble, bubble. The dollar selling off, the ES trying to push back up. I think if we get back over this 03 level there, over the 03s here, we can try to push up there into this 07 level there. So looking to see if we can push up here. Just got to get through that resistance at the 03s next. Tapping that 03 resistance, tapping. We're tapping it. Beautiful, up there to the 04s almost now. The dollar dumping down here, so we should be able to get this move back up on the ES. Try to push through this resistance there at the 04s now. Bunch of liquidity sitting there at the 04s right there. If you guys want to learn more about the Lux Algo giveaway, we're doing a year of Lux Algo, 1 year to one lucky person. So there's a link there in the chat box to sign up today. We're doing the giveaway tomorrow after the stream, kind of tomorrow. So if you guys want a chance to sign up for a year of Lux Algo for free, we're going to give it away. It's over $800 value that we're giving away here on the stream for you guys. For the people that support the stream, we're here for you. I'm doing it for you guys. Right now, getting stuck there again at that 03 level. That was that previous day high, so we need to get above that for the bulls to get back in control here. I think with the dollar still dipping down, we should be clear for takeoff to get above 03, 04s. We're clear for takeoff. Come on. Takeoff, baby. If you've already done it, you don't need to do it again for the giveaway. Once you sign up, you're good to go. Just finding a lot of resistance there at the 03 level. We just cannot get through there right now. Possibly get this break back below 4,000. And if we take out that 98 level, we go probably down to the 90s next. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, subscribe button, you know what to do. Blow me up. Come on. We got 700 likes here on the stream. Let's get 1,000. Help me help you. Help me help you guys. Oh gosh. And going tighter and tighter right here. We got to get above this. Get above 04. Try to start pushing back up into here. We got that kind of idea of maybe pushing up to the 12s, hitting that top of that little blue channel line thingy-majiggy right there. Can they get it going? Oh, 03 resistance once again there. Market just kind of holding right now at this level, so the roosters are crowing. They're just chopping it up right now, just chopping it sideways here. Chop, chop city. If we can get over 04s here, try to get this breakout to the upside over that 04 level. The roosters are crowing. And right now, trying to push up here. Currently long, looking for a push up into the 07, 08 level. on the book map right now. Got this liquidity there at the 05s, and then through 05s, I think we'll take out that 07s quickly. Dollar selling off, the ES pushing up here. Got to get through. There's a couple things going on. We got the SPY pivot point there at the 422 level. We're below the VWAP right now. A couple things to think about here. Just can't get going. Stopped out break even there. Ruh-roh. Just gonna stop me out, just go higher. Jay Smith, if you look at the SPY, it says down 3% for 1 year, but it's up 4. I'm not sure. Once again, testing that 4,000 level here. The battle is real. SPY kind of looks like it wants to break to the downside here, start dumping, to be honest. That SPY 399.54 area. If we break below that 399.54 area, good possibility to start moving down here again. 398.44 is the pivot on the SPY here. Everything hanging in balance right now. Everything hanging in the balance right now. At this 98 level, we get through that 98 level, we go to the 90s next. Like I said, the SPY selling through that 399.40 area here. So if the SPY can keep dumping, we take out that 98 to go to the 90s here. That 98 level has been holding all morning, so if we look at the 15-minute chart, definitely looking like a move down here. Just got to get through that 97, 98 level and then down to the 90s next. Maybe 89s. There we go, 97. Trying to get through there. See if we get a move down to 92s. Be my target. 92 level target here for a short. See if we can get through this 98 strong. There's a big amount of buyers just popped up there. Look at that, 98, 97. If we sell through these, I don't see how we don't go down there 90s. I like the fact that there's that wall of sellers there at the 99s, pretty much right where my entry's at, so. Just looking to see if we can get through here. 97, 98 level, down there to the 90s next. Ugh. The battle is real here. The battle is real. It's got to get through this level right here. Some support right there. And stopped out once again. Fuck me. Ugh. I guess I can't be mad about getting stopped out break even, but it is what it is. I had my stop right there at the 99s. Now it's gonna dip, then rip, maybe. Dollar dumping. The ES trying to hold support here. Be funny if the dollar dumps and the ES fucking dumps here. If you guys want to learn more about Topstep, try to get into trading futures and all that fun stuff, if you want to learn more, there's a link in the description. Get 20% off the Topstep Combine. Bunch of new stuff going on with Topstep right now. So if you guys want to learn more, check them out. Link down below. Start trading futures today. Although I feel like everybody watching is probably already signed up or not signed up at this point. Market right now holding here at the 99s. The dollar kind of holding there as well. The dollar, the ES, both at a key level right now. Getting that support there at the 98s on the ES here. Possibly try to push back up to that 03 level again. On the book map right now, some buyers coming in here, 99, 98s. Do they have enough power to go all the way? We're going to find out. Also, for any Market Flow Trader community members, we're doing a live stream this today at 1 p.m. Eastern for the Market Flow Trader community. Doing a little mindset thingamajiggy today, so that's happening later on today. So any of the Market Flow Trader community members, You guys know where to be, what to do. The dollar dumping here, you would think the ES would start popping, but right now not popping. We had some good moves earlier this morning, and then now done. Pretty funny to see a red candle on the dollar and a red candle on the ES back to back here. What's new? What's new with you, cohesiveness? Yeah, so John Harkey, the recording, the live stream or whatever will be recorded and posted on the Market Flow Trader for later viewing. Right now on the 1 minute chart, definitely looking like it could go either way, either pop, squeeze back up here, or dump down there to the 90s. So at that spot where it's just we just don't know which way it's gonna go. Like I said, the dollar is dumping here, so you would think the ES would find some support, but it just can't get going. Looks like my short thesis, getting that move down to the 90s, playing out. Like I said, got stopped out of the 99s. And there it goes down to the 96s again. And then back up. Oh my gosh. Market right now just kind of going sideways here. No real clear direction. So just being patient. If the ES doesn't want to go up, it going down. I just don't love, I don't love the short right now on the ES because of the dollar. Throwing mixed signals right now. The dollar dropping, the ES dropping. Never a good sign. That definitely is a sign of choppy McChopperson sign. Chopper midst choppy Choppinson. Getting tired. I mean, something's got to happen here sooner than later. I would say in the next 5 minutes or so, we should get some type of move here. Got the trap on the 1 minute chart right now. But just going sideways here at the 99s. MACD has been bearish pretty much this whole move down. MACD staying bearish here. I mean, fuck, if we get through this level here, I wouldn't be surprised if we can move down there even lower today. Just kind of hanging on right there, hanging on for dear life. I think the only reason the ES is not selling off through this level right now is because the dollar is selling off. If the dollar starts popping back up, I think we might get that sell through here. That 398.41 on the SPY down there. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, help me out. Blow up that like button. We got 770 likes here on the stream. Let's get some more. Come on. Get some more, baby. As of right now on the 5-minute chart, we see that we sold out of this channel here on the 5-minute chart and then moving down there. But the problem is just can't seem to get through this 97, 96 level right now. So patience, the patience, the patience, the patience. We got that SPY gap down there at 398.80 area where we closed at yesterday. Oh God. Kind of looking head and shouldery here on the 5-minute chart. Looking a little head and shouldery there, but like I said, just can't get through that level right now. They like that 98 level here. Trying to be patient, waiting and watching for something good to happen here. Right now, we had some good trades this morning, and now it's just in that chop area. So just letting it do its thing right now. There's not much to do here. I had a short earlier, trying to get this move down earlier on this short, but ended up getting stopped out there. So now I'm not gonna re-short it, and I'm not gonna get long here. So all we can do is just be patient and wait for something good to happen. It's going into the middle of the day now. On the day right now, I'm up 2,800 and 2,852. 2,852 on the day. The dollar is still selling off. The ES trying to climb back up here. If we get maybe back above 4,000 strong here, we can start to push back up. Or we keep heading lower to fill that gap. We'll find out. If you guys want to learn more about Topstep, you want to sign up for a Topstep account, there's a discount there in the chat box. The cool thing about it is if you're just starting out, you can start out with the $50,000 account, $165 a month. You can sign up, start trading, and kind of going through the combine, learning. And then once you're into a funded account, you keep the first $5,000, 90-10 profit split. These guys have been around since, what is it, 2023? They've been around for the last 10 years or so. They've been trading on the floor themselves. The CEO of the company used to be a floor trader on the CME, at the CME. So if you guys want to learn more, there's a bunch of info and all that fun stuff down below. And right now, Topstep, yeah, those guys from Topstep, check them out. Ashraf, can you upgrade to a higher tier after you pass the combine? Once you get into a funded account and you start making money, you can always basically ask the risk department to increase your risk or to increase your sizing. Like, yeah, because once you're in a funded account, it's just like having a normal account at that point. So you can actually like talk to the risk guys and be like, hey, look, you know, I'm making money. I want to, you know, do what I need to do. Do you still have to hit your profit target on the funded account before withdrawing? You do not have to hit a profit target. All you need to do is have 5 green days, and they don't need to be in a row either. You just need to have 5 green days total. Creep night, if you asked and they told you no, it's not really like you wouldn't say, hey, I want to upgrade my account. You would just say like, hey, look, you know, I want to have a $2,000 risk on it. At least that's what I've been told. So, because when I got into the funded account, I wanted to trade more contracts. So I called him up and was like, hey, look, you know, I want to trade more contracts. I want more risk, baby. I want to get more risk. And they gave me more risk. Right now, again, pushing up here to the 4,000s. I think we can kind of get going again over 4,000s. Maybe back up to that 05 level. Looks very doable. We'll see what happens here. Just need to get clear. The chop is real. It just cannot get going here. Right now, the 21 EMA on the SPY acting as a resistance there, so we'll see how she plays out. But right now, market trying to push back above the 4,000s. How often can you withdraw? You can withdraw every 5 days, basically. So if you have 5 days of profit, you can then withdraw. So, you know, a lot of the brokers only let you withdraw once a month, but with Topstep, you can withdraw pretty much anytime you have 5 green days. But it doesn't have to be consecutive. You don't need to make 5. Yeah. You don't need to, it doesn't have to be consecutively 5 green days. Yeah, just 5 days between each withdrawal. And it can be $100 a day. You can make $100. So let's say you make a bunch of money like on Monday, and then you're like, you want to protect it, you don't want to lose in that money. You can basically just like make little, you know, $100 profits for the next 4 days or whatever. Or I guess lose $100, but you can only withdraw up to 50% anyway because of the idea of keeping money in the account. So yeah, you obviously can't withdraw more than 50%. If you want to close the account, you can get paid out the 100% of whatever is in the account. But if you're still trading in the account, you can only do a 50% withdrawal. And it's not to like stop you from taking money out. It's just the fact that like, obviously, even if you're trading a real account, like you're never going to take out all the money from the account, you know? You got to keep some skin in the game. The problem with a lot of these prop firms that are out there, what they do is they basically just keep you on a simulator forever, and then they just pay you out with people's money, with people that are paying into the not with Topstep's one of, I don't want to say not one of the only ones, but Topstep's actually putting you into a real money account, where a lot of these other prop firms are basically just paying you out from the money that they're making off everybody else. Because I think 90% of day traders lose money. I mean, that's just a fact. 90% of people lose money. So if you open a prop firm, you can easily pay out the 10% of people that make money, you know, whatever profits they make, you can pay them out with all the money that the other people lost. So that's kind of the original prop firm model, business model, where with Topstep, they actually put you into a real money account. You're not in a simulator once you get into the funded account. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you're getting paid out, I guess it really doesn't matter. But the nice thing is that like Topstep's actually incentivized to help you make money. They want you to make money because they get 10% of your profits. So, you know, these other prop firms, they don't actually make money because you're trading in a simulator. So there's really no, they don't want you to really make money. They want you to lose money, if you think about it, because they got to pay you out of their own pockets, where Topstep's not paying you out of their own pockets. So I would believe that the prop firm that's paying you from simulated profits has incentive to try to make it so you don't make money. Where with Topstep, you're getting paid out with real money from the actual market. So their incentive is for you to make money. I mean, I already said the other day, the best thing to do was if I just started a website, I started a free trading website, and I just let everybody come and trade every day, you know, quote unquote trade. And then I just did the exact opposite of what everyone's trades were, just had an algorithm set up. You could make so much money. The problem is that one day where everybody makes money, you're fucked. But I think in general, you would end up still making a ton of money. Be an interesting business. Just call it the Patrick Wieland prop firm. You just come on over, start trading today for free, and then just have the algorithm just doing the exact opposite of what everyone's doing. I want to find the worst traders in the world. Where's Apex at? I mean, we're not Apex. Where's Abyss? Where's Abyss at when you need them? I just need like 20 Abyss trading, and then I just do the exact opposite. People think that the best strategy for trading is to like figure out all the indicators and, you know, all the strategy. But honestly, the best strategy out there for day trading would just be to find someone who's really bad at trading and do the exact opposite of them. And I think the easy way to do that would just start a website, call it Win a Lambo. That could be a thing. You call it Win a Lambo, and whoever has the highest profit at the end of the month gets a free Lambo. You got to get all of the really bad traders to come sign up. We'll need all the worst traders out there. Anybody want to sign up for that? Anybody want to help me out? I need 20 really bad traders. If I put an ad on YouTube, maybe I'll get some to reply. I'm looking for people that have lost money every single day this year. If you've lost money every day this year, call me up. I got a job for you. I got a job for you, people. And the market just chopping around here. And the market pulling back here again. Just cannot get going above that 4,000 level. The dollar popping up, so the ES pulling back here. And right back to the 4,000s. Wow. The chop is very, very real. I think that's a good sign for me just to walk away now. After that little debacle. I think I'm going to walk away, come back tomorrow for Fresh Cash Friday. I think that's the best plan now. Take my profit, run away, my $2,000, $2,800 here, take that profit and go do anything other than sit here and stare at this chart right now. So I think that's the best plan. Best plan for me. So if you guys want to learn more, there's a link down below. All the links, all the fun stuff. So I think I'm done. Let's let this chop do its thing, and then we'll come back tomorrow and crush it for Fresh Cash Friday. Fresh Cash Friday. I'll leave the book map open for like the next hour for you guys. If you want to stick around, I'll leave the book map there. I'm going to go do some work. Get some work done this morning. And there's the book map. So I'll leave it open for you guys. If you want to check it out, it's right there. At least for like the next 30 minutes or so. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Once again, the market down there, the 98s. We got stuck there at the 4000s. We're pulling back. Did we move down to the 90s now? We're up, row. Bunch of buyers coming there, 95s. Every time I walk away, like I feel like every time I walk away, the market makes a big move. The problem is the market won't make a big move if I sit here and just keep watching it. So it's kind of fucked either way. I'm the fucked either way here. It's the conundrum, an issue. But there it is. I'll leave the book map open for a little bit, and I'm gonna go work on some other stuff, and I'm done trading for the day. We got the market flow trader community stuff going on. Also, like I said, we have the giveaway for the Lux Algo giveaway that's happening this week. So that's 1 year of Lux Algo for free. If you guys want to sign up, there's a link there in the chat box. Link in the chat box to sign up. It's free to sign up for the possibility of winning the Lux Algo membership for 1 year, baby. 1 year. It's like an $800 value. Basically, you're going to get $800 for free. Just right on it. Fuck this thing, man. Look at it now down in the 95s. I should have just stayed short there, but it's going lower. Look at that liquidity to the upside, getting all weird and crazy. If you guys haven't already hit that like button as well, help me out, blow up that like button. They're just trapping both ways here, so it's a good time to walk away. Stay alive, stay out of it. Let the market do its thing, and we'll come back tomorrow for a Fresh Cash Friday. I'm happy with the profits. Got to be happy with making money. You know, got to know when to walk away. Right now, I think it's time. Time to just walk. Oh, I keep saying I'm going to walk away, but the FOMO is real, man. The FOMO is so real. Well, there was that move. The move down to the 86s. We were looking for that move down here. I drew that yellow line right there. Wow. Son of a gun. Son of a gun. That was my short idea from that 4,000 break down there to the 86s now. Yee. Having patience sometimes is the hardest part of trading. The hardest part. Now the market back up there to that 96 level. And yep. Just part of it. Trying to think about what's interesting is on that 5-minute chart here. Look at the 5-minute chart. We talked about this earlier. That fair value gap right there. Did not show. Yeah, that fair value gap on the 5-minute chart getting touched perfectly right there. So right through this level there, the middle of that fair value gap, tap, tap, tap. So tap it, tap it, tap it. All right there on the 5-minute chart. So kind of an interesting little, oh gosh. It's always interesting to see how these levels play out and where the market moves. You know, we moved up there to the 20s. We kind of chopped around here at the 80s. We had that fair value gap there on the 5-minute chart. And that was the beautiful setup there. So is what it is. And we got this fair value gap up there at the 07s. That's what we were looking for, targeting earlier. Dollar kind of just chopping around, stuck in a range. The ES on the hourly chart pushing back up here. A couple things to think about from now. You've got the VWAP to worry about. You've got that 03, that previous day high up there as resistance. You got this, what do you call it? I think it's the Indy OG. Yeah. New day opening gap right there at that 80 level. Or the 96, yeah, 96, 98 level. So we'll see what happens, but right now that's kind of the lay of the land. Nothing too crazy going on here. Walked away for a minute, came back, saw that move, missed out on it. Blah. Kind of looking at it right now to see what I could possibly do here. Like I said earlier, I think it's just better to kind of stay out of it. We hit that. I mean, the move that we wanted was that move from the 4,000s down there into the 90s. So kind of missed out on that now. And I don't want to FOMO into this going back up, but it could be another good short opportunity if we get stuck here at this level, get stuck there. If we look at the bigger time frames, you got that resistance there at the 96s. I would say if we stay below 4,000 here, could be a good short opportunity. But that was kind of an engulfing bullish candle there on the 89. So maybe not that good of a short opportunity. You can see like different time frames just give you a different perspective. We saw like that smaller time frame. The 3-minute chart was looking kind of like the idea of a short opportunity, but then now looking at the 15-minute time frame, not looking so shorty here. Now it's looking like more wants to push up here on the bigger time frames. Tricky one, but yeah, I mean, that last 15-minute candle definitely kind of just bounced right back up there strong. So the SPY for the first time in a while getting back above the 21 EMA. So there it is, the action, fun-filled, packed action day here. Right now, those are the levels we're looking at. I would say if we stay below 4,000, maybe we start moving down again. It's funny though, because on the 5-minute chart, it definitely looks more like, hey, this is the kind of place to get short at, right? Like looking more like this channel here on the 5-minute chart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But then the problem is when you look at the 15-minute chart, I guess it could kind of play both ways. 15-minute chart clearly moving down, but that last candle, I just don't know. The last candle looking more like a reversal kind of push back up candle, but I guess we kind of had like a big green candle there too. What do you guys think? Would you be worried about this 15-minute candle there? Or say, screw it, we're going lower? Todd's staying out. Okay. Got the MACD for the first time in about 2 hours. MACD trying to cross here bullish, so we'll see. Up or down. Definitely looking like on the 5-minute chart, definitely looking like it wants to roll down from here. I'd say from that 90, 97 area. Try to roll down here. The tricky one. I hate when like multiple time frames kind of give you different looks here, but definitely looking like that might be the top of this move up. And then you're thinking possible move down here to like 80s, the low 80 area from that overnight kind of session there on the 15-minute chart. So we'll see what happens here. The nice thing about this is basically if it gets, like I said, if it gets above that 98 level, looks a little bit better for a long, but as of right now, as long as we stay below kind of that 4,098 level there, I think it's still staying short. And look at that right there. Just getting denied once again, back down there to the 93s. Have I had any problems with Tradevate? I have not had any problems with Tradevate since Tuesday, since that Tuesday debacle. Wow. I think we could be right about this short, guys. I think we could be right here. We'll find out. I'm currently short. Gonna let it ride. See if we can't get a move down there today, down to the 80s. Down to the 80s would be beautiful here. Oh, I literally shorted right when I was sitting there talking to you guys about that idea of this thing going down. And look at it. I might just take it here at 89 for a quick and easy $2,000. Quick and easy $2,000 right here. Let's see if we get it. Down there to the 89.75 now. Ugh. No, don't go back up. Don't go back up. Come on, go down. Take me out. Take me out here. Take me to Phil. I'll take Phil at 90 and be done with it. $2,000. Let's go. Let's go. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. 90, 90, 90, 90. $2,000. $2,000 make you holler. Come on. I hate when this moment happens because you know what's gonna happen. You end up like trying to get out at a higher price, and then it takes you out anyway. There it goes. Look at this thing dumping. We did this all live right there on YouTube for you guys. It had this setup here. You see on the 3-minute chart how beautiful this all kind of played out there. We had that resistance right there at that 98 level. Resistance from earlier, that support turning into resistance. We had that trend. We were discussing it on the live stream here, that idea of getting this breakdown from the 98s back down there below the 90s again. We got down there to the 88s. Beautiful move right there, and just literally crushed it in terms of shorting that. And you can see here on the 15-minute chart, we had that kind of push back up, and we weren't sure. I was like, I don't know. But as long as we stay below that 98 level, we had an overall great risk to reward. So 4,000 kind of being right there, that fair value gap. We have this fair value gap there on the 15-minute chart there. The support there at the 88.50. So 88.50 area right now being the support. And then if you look at different time frames, we kind of drew out this overall trend. So that worked out beautifully. I feel really good about that. I feel really good about that, boys and girls. So yeah, we took our trade. We made our money doing it all live. We're live on YouTube right now. Little surprise for you guys, but that worked out beautifully. It all lined up. Everything was perfectly set up for us. We had the 1-minute chart. We hit that trend line. We got denied right there at that resistance at that previous area of support, turning into resistance. You can see also with the Lux Algo indicator, we had this little blue line kind of drawing that smaller little microphony thing or whatever you want to call that. And there was that move down. So that played out beautifully. Absolutely played out beautifully. So there it is. What did you say sorry about, Michael? I mean, it literally, I jumped into that short as soon as we started breaking down there. We literally broke below that 95 right there, and I was like, all right, I'm fucking gonna hit it short there. And you can see on the 1-minute chart that 95 break right there. Once I saw that 95 just getting denied, and then that 95 break right there, it was off to the races. So nice and easy, little $2,000 on that short there. And taking profit down there at the lows again. So pretty happy with that. Another $2,000. So on the day right now, we're up $4,762. Oh, see, that's what this is what I love. This is so amazing. I literally walked away. I walked away for, 30 minutes. I came back. We saw the beautiful setup. I took one easy trade, and then I was done. Walked away. Bam. Again. I should just walk away every couple hours, come back, and then just do it again. So there it is. If you guys haven't already hit that like button, subscribe button, you know what to do. I'll be live tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. Right now, the market. Oh, nah, don't worry about it, Michael. It's all good. So there it is. I will talk to you guys on the flip side tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. Peace to the Middle East. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. We did it live. That last little trade was just a bonus, a cherry on top of the ice cream sundae. So cash, cash, cash. Tomorrow's Fresh Cash Friday, by the way. Let's get it tomorrow morning. Make some money, boys and girls. I'll see you guys then. Peace to the Middle East. Have fun. Hopefully stay alive. We'll see what happens here at the market right now, bouncing around at this level. And see if she wants to go lower. Right now at that pivot point, possibly moving lower on the SPY. We filled that gap pretty much on the SPY now. So well, let's see what happens here. Talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Peace to the Middle East. Do 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 do.